was.
My shirt is off.
Bullshit, prove it.
It's been off.
No, it's not.
I was the first one.
I was wearing a tank top, but I'm like,
All right, shut the fuck up. We got to start this. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, goblins and ghouls.
Welcome to Turn Off the Century.
The movie podcast exploring films from the turn of the millennium through the end of its first decade. I'm Robbie, and I'm joined by my fellow auteurs, Hunter and Sauce. Hang out as we revisit the spoofs, bangers, crimes, and chaos of an era we're still trying to understand. Today's movie, the 2009 classic,
Observe and Report.
Change is coming. I used to think I was the only thing between the light and the darkness. You know what I realize now? This is who I am.
I hate you! I hate you so much, you fucking faggot! And newsflash, you're a fucking rent-a-cop!
Ronnie Barnhart, head of mall security.
There's nothing good about this at all.
President Calvin Coolidge once said, "No one is compelled to choose the profession of a police officer, but having chosen it, everyone is obliged to live up to the standard of its requirements. A commitment to the vocation of law enforcement is a commitment to justice." I'm talking about justice. Justic. Welcome to TOTC. We watched Observe and Report.
You left the letter out there, big dog.
How's it going, boys? Hunter, Sauce.
I love my illiterate friends.
Oh my god. Well, I mean, to be fair, he was quoting Calvin Coolidge, so that's about as best as I can.
I'm really more of a Taft man myself, but go on.
Oh, you're a Taft guy?
Honestly, if we just reenacted his policies.
Look, after the disgrace, I still support Clinton. I'm gonna go on record saying that.
You mean Madam President?
Whoa.
In a better timeline,
Yeah.
we would have had
Speaking of
history.
Speaking of timelines, and I wanted to remark on this, you guys are welcome, all right? These guys, they were like, why would we ever leave 1998 to 2000? Let's just do 7 episodes in a row, straight up still in the 90s. And all my Gen Z fans, all 200,000 of our 400,000 fans, have been like, guys, can you do something a little newer? And I went, you didn't even read the podcast show description, okay?
Wait, hold on.
We cannot.
So 200,000 fans are Gen Z, and then the other 200,000 fans are millennials?
No. 100,000 of Gen Alpha.
Okay.
Well, yeah. It's like, there's maybe like 30,000 Gen Alpha, but
I see.
honestly, though, like our Bangladeshi numbers, skyrocketing.
Well, yeah, because I paid a lot of money for those bots.
If I could say anything to you guys, it would be like, keep up the good work, but in your language.
And I'm going to do an impression right now of their language.
Holy
Who's got the accent right?
I've been working on it. We talked about Observe and Report, or we watched it. We're talking about
2009 film. So sorry to go back.
2009.
I finally got these boys out of the 90s and back into being like, we're talking about the whole decade, right? So like, what's the closest to the end? And I think
so we went from us being like 12-year-old little boys to being about what,
college
20?
mans. College mans, yeah.
20, 21 years old, 22.
I would have been,
shit.
I would have been 22.
23?
I've given away too much information.
22, 23.
Yeah.
And that's wild to me, actually, because I feel like it wasn't that long ago when I saw this movie in theaters.
I thought this came out when I was still in high school, and I was like, oh, hell yeah, I remember that. And then watching it being like, wait, I was, finishing college.
I was actually a grown man. Yeah, no, it's crazy going back, but I'm glad we did this because I'm already a Jody Hill fan. I like Jody Hill's stuff. Eastbound and Down is one of the best comedies ever created.
Eastbound and Down, it immediately gets you carte blanche to do fucking anything in my book, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah,
absolutely.
That's my rule, and I'm sticking to it.
And you got, even the Danny McBride cameo in this movie is awesome.
This is like the first thing they did, not necessarily together. I know he has a cameo, but like he's kind of like his guy, you know.
I saw an article refer to him as like Jody Hill's muse. I get that completely.
100%.
And also Seth Rogen. This is an interesting movie for Seth Rogen because it was kind of as his cultural cachet was starting to grow a bit, and he was getting typecasted as the.
I think this is post Knocked Up, so it's like it was really like he can lead a comedy movie, which we used to make, by the way. I don't know if you guys remember, but we used to have comedies.
I'm sorry, guys, but Scary Movie 6 is coming out soon. So
I remember.
Get ready.
That's right. Comedy is back. That's right.
Comedy's back, and it's
guys,
not.
You know what else is
anymore.
funny? Fucking weed and fake tits.
Oh shit, dude. I forgot about weed. Weed's hilarious.
Yeah, I forgot about fake tits.
I
thought they were real the whole time.
Oh yeah, wait, hold on. Shut up, Sauce. I want to hear Hunter's joke.
Go for it, Hunter.
Woke.
We're back in 2009, baby. This shit hasn't been invented.
Did it again.
We did it.
It's 2009. We can drop F slurs. We can drop hard R slurs.
We're still
hard
racist against Middle Easterners, even though they're Bangladeshi.
Oh Jesus.
It comes in the movie.
So,
I'm not making shit up. I'm not using my own prejudices.
No, I would say just Jesus to the concept of like I just hate that it exists.
So Hunter, you said this was your first time seeing this movie, right?
Yeah, I had not seen this. I've seen actually all of his other stuff. Jody Hill's. Found it down. I just recently finished The Righteous Gemstones.
Did you watch
Righteous Gemstones? Is great. Yeah.
Yeah, I love his stuff. This definitely feels like the prototype kind of for what he was going for. It's darker than any of the other stuff. I mean, the other stuff's pretty dark, but
there's always like an inherent silliness to I think a lot of this stuff where it can kind of like cut through the darkness. Whereas you're right, this one I think is so much darker.
It's not silly. The word "silly" is really important because
I will go out on a limb and say I feel like this is actually our Taxi Driver. This is millennial Taxi Driver.
I was talking to Hunter a little bit before this while you're grabbing your 25% beer, and and I was saying like this is it's funny Taxi Driver like, and also it feels like there's a lot of 70s DNA in the movie to begin with, just the way it's shot,
I don't know how
the lighting,
Hill is,
all that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
you can tell he's very inspired by that era of film, and I think Ray Liotta in there also brings some of that flavor to it.
Yeah, it feels like a guy who grew up in the era of school shooters and said, "What if a school shooter became the Taxi Driver character? Like, what would happen if they grew up in this? And they were
what if they weren't feds?
busted.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, no, that's what it is. That ultimately the distinction is class, and it's like, yeah, no, this guy, he wasn't a fed. He didn't have anyone in his family who was linked up, so he was just left to his own devices to be a psychopath on his own, right? He didn't have all the help, the nepotism.
This isn't my initial interpretation until I heard it on I think it was like a Chapo episode where like all of the Jody Hill's work is like a damning indictment on American Protestantism and how it's like just imbued in every part of our culture. And I think this movie is like such a perfect. I'm sorry, Hunter, you said it's the first time you've seen it. I saw it when it came out, but I remember watching it on Ninja Video because I couldn't get anybody to go see it with me in theaters. And Robbie mentioned this earlier where there was like I think it came out like the same month as Paul Blart Mall Cop.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember them coming out very close together.
And that's what kind of
it's one of those like Deep Impact Armageddon. Yeah, Deep Impact Armageddon style. But also like this style of humor was not necessarily for anybody at the time, except for me specifically. And I remember this is back when I was still in film school, so I had a friend who was like, he just saw everything. So he's like, oh yeah, I saw it. And he's like, honestly, like it's different. It's way different than you think it is. That being said, so I went on one of those pirate cam sites back in the day
Hell yeah.
and watched it. And I was like, I remember I've been spending the last, 2009? So I've been spending the last 100 years trying to convince people to just watch this and be like, no, honestly, give it a shot. I think there's way more going on than even it alludes to. So I saw that, and in the last week alone, I've watched this movie 3 times. I watched it once we decided, literally after we hit end record on the last episode, I threw it on, and then got together with a friend who it was Cassie. Yeah, I don't have to fucking say.
Yeah,
everybody knows who Cassie is now, and she loves Seth Rogen, and by virtue, Robbie. We threw it on, and then right before we hit record, I was like, you know what I could do? I immediately threw it on again before we hit record. I straight up, this is my comfort movie. This is my like. It's
Oh wow.
maybe my second or
This
third favorite
explains a
comedy.
lot about Sauce, if I'm
It's
being
maybe
honest.
my second or third favorite comedy ever. Only because I'm like,
Jesus.
it's so fucking mean spirited.
It's definitely
That's something
mean-spirited.
I really liked about. That's something I remember when it came out. I was really excited for it because I already liked Jody Hill. Seth Rogen was coming up. I like that whole realm of comedy we were getting in 08 and 09. And it was funny to see a comedy that's so blatantly dark and so mean and so angry at something, you know?
No,
like,
I think this movie is the American psyche laid bare. Like,
absolutely.
straight up. Like I don't
Jody
know if
Hill.
there's
Jody Hill
any other way
understands
to describe
America
it.
better than most other
He
writers.
understands America and Americans, and like just the
Yeah.
like it simultaneously subverts while also just being an entry of the canon of like just how Americans just are. This is just how we fucking are. You could just willfully misunderstand everything. You could just be a fucking idiot and then just exude this
And
fake
still
confidence,
succeed.
backed by the power of fucking like just guns and fetishism to like this other level. That and then it's much like we'll see as we get into the plot, like just success. Like there is no when you grow up in the quote unquote what they told me like greatest country in the world, like yeah, you can do no wrong, no matter how fucking like wrong. This movie, I wanted to compare this movie, especially because it's confined to a mall setting. It's like it really is like an hour and 45 minutes at the zoo.
That's a great way to put it because it is just you are going to the exhibit and you are watching these freaks do their thing and
I don't even want to call it a circus because a circus implies that there's some inherent value in the entertainment factor and
Right.
it's like presented. It's not. It's like it's this is how I feel like so many actual real people think and live their lives and exist. And it's the grace of this movie is that like it presents it in a way then much than like the circus is that it's like you can sit back and laugh at the shit. You can sit back and like not let it like hurt
No
your
one
feelings,
comes
like
out
disappoint
looking
you.
good.
there is a big thing of bulletproof glass in between you and these characters, so you don't have to worry about getting that gunshot. You know.
Yeah. Also, like major insecurity alert. Like I remember watching this movie again. Right after we hit end record on SLC Punk, and firing this one up immediately and going, "Oh no, I think this is how my coworkers see me."
Yeah,
Well,
I mean we do.
so-
We're not co-workers, but yes, we do see that.
We kind of are.
Wait, are we guys? Are we coworkers?
It's in a
We're
sense.
kind of like security guards of the podcasting sphere, if you think.
That's
about it.
that's why I read that Calvin Coolidge speech, because I want us to take this very seriously, and I want us, to be out there and protect the podcast audience from the bad faith podcasters.
I'm
so
observing the audience. I'm protecting the audience.
Exactly. See, you understand.
You're
So
also
who's a
reporting on
podcast
them,
we
you
could
can't
take
trust them.
down, like right now? We need a podcast we could just declare that are our enemies, and we can take them down.
I mean, you got any ideas?
Town.
I got.
I think we already beat them.
Oh yeah, who was it?
Come town. We took
Oh,
them
I
out.
mean,
No,
That's
come
why
on.
they.
I would
that's why
never.
they stopped.
Those are my best friends. But yeah,
I hope you still remember me.
something about the movie that made me laugh is Seth Rogen specifically in this movie. I think he plays his character so well, and I think if you've grown up in America, especially in a small town suburban neighborhood, if you've ever had a job anywhere, you've come across this kind of guy before, like who
Yeah.
he is.
Oh, yeah.
Fundamentally, and this weird, maybe libertarian, maybe conservative guy who's just obsessed with authority. Not even necessarily guns. Like, he loves guns, but he's obsessed with more authority and seeming strong than actually
Yes.
being strong.
It's the actual like the id of the power fantasy laid bare. You know?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I can tell you so many jobs where you just have that one guy who's just kind of off-putting, and he says things, and it makes you go, huh, should I be worried about this?
Have I heard of him? Have I heard of him? He's me. Yeah. I mean, so wait. So, Robbie, did you see this movie when it came out?
Yeah, no, I followed this movie when I first heard about it because, again, at this time, I think there was a real growth of, I don't want to say alt comedy, but it was, an alt comedy boom. So there were
Yeah.
a lot of different kind of alternative
Thanks,
takes
LA.
on comedies coming out. Yeah. I mean, I used to go to a lot of alt comedy shows, but there was a real...
he's playing a character, but it's not the character that he plays. That is the character that he plays when he's just normally a comedian. Great, cool. Add layers to it. That'll definitely help.
And, when you're like 22, 21, 22, you're getting into more of like... You're trying to get into the darker, weirder stuff. And for something to come out that has this wide of a release with a guy who's starting to become a celebrity, and for it to be something that's... I understood the joke right away, where, again, the marketing of the movie was very Paul Blart-ish in a weird way.
Yeah, watch an idiot do his job. I think like it was... I have always attributed it to the... recently Will Ferrell hosted SNL, and I'm like, yeah, he really just had this stranglehold of, like, what did Americans want to see in the 2000s? It's like, watch an overconfident idiot do his job, that you understand what the job is, in a pre-Zoom world,
I mean, Rogan had already done, at that point, Superbad, and he was a dumb cop on that, too. So it was just like, it was a natural fit. It's just like a darker version of the character from that. Like, what if he had become a cop?
Well, so the way I kind of saw it in this one, too, is that it was almost Seth Rogen being the inverse Judd Apatow Seth Rogen character, where
kind of breaking away from that almost.
Yeah, where it seems
he's
like
he's not weirdly lovable. He's like weirdly terrifying, but
right, because in a Judd Apatow movie, it would be Seth Rogen. Even though he's dumb and overconfident, he still kind of maybe has this core of likability to him. Yeah. Whereas in this movie, it's like, well, what if he's dumb and overconfident, and also he's deeply unlikable?
It's like Judd Apatow makes weed Seth Rogen, and Jody Hill's doing like pill Seth Rogen.
Yeah, he's doing prescription pill Seth Rogen, exactly. Yeah. I mean, but again, interesting movie. It's a weird. It's a weird movie in a way that, like, I don't think a lot of people were attempting something this weird at this time, especially for this to be your first like studio film and just go.
Well, with the Warner Brothers setup, we're like, okay, there's actually some like money in this very simple, like almost really like for the most part like single location setting. Which before we get into the plot, I do want to remark on like you guys live in Texas, I live in California, but I also live in one of those towns where the mall is actually still like kind of the epicenter of everything. Like it didn't die post-COVID and post-Amazon. It still exists. And it not only exists, it's like low-key, the summers out here get it to like 105 degrees. I love just like, I don't mind. Like, I went to this mall as a teenager. I'll go to it now. It's like nice to be like, oh, air conditioning, and you just go for a walk. You don't even buy anything. You just look at stuff.
So here's the thing about Texas. The thing about Texas is they love to build everything outside and never cover anything. Oof. And they love when places aren't air conditioned. They love it so much. And
they're Germans, which is not American, by the way, I should mention.
Right, you're right. The big thing that has happened, though, in Texas is that they're trying to... And malls have all kind of gone away. But now what they're doing is they're building these places that they call cities, but they're really just outdoor malls. And
so when I lived in New York, it's like the Upper West Sidification of everything, where I'm like, that used to be like an actual neighborhood, and then it became like 9 Chase Banks and a couple of Chipotles and then 5 Guys, and then like also like 3 or 4.
And then there's apartment buildings on top of those.
Yeah. Of like literally like oh, but this is like an actual independent.
Here's a crumble cookie, and here's a fucking ice cream shop, and here's a liquor store. And
it's like everything became
it's a city,
an outdoor mall. They turned a city into an outdoor mall with like, but also there's always an ATM present. So it's yeah. So I said this movie, like rewatching it too, it's like it's nice because like I just like not even 2 days ago was hanging out at the mall in my town. And I do this because like I also lived in Florida for a while, and I remember I spent my summers out there. Like their malls were almost like a bigger epicenter in the 90s and 2000s. Yeah. And post COVID, I remember revisiting them because I had to go there to get COVID tested every day, and being like, "Where is everything?" Like, and then after like everyone was either tested, vaccinated, or whatever, like it never came back. Like if there's nothing sadder than a GameStop that's not working,
Oh, dude, it's so sad.
So sorry. I'll say like this movie takes place in a mall. I think it's the last time malls like it really existed as a concept in the country.
Yes, I agree.
So yeah, plot. Let's you guys want to jump into it?
Yeah, let's jump into it.
The montage, like the mall montage with the whole cast listing and everything, like great scene setting. Because
I love a mall montage. I loved it ever since was it Fast Times? Where they kind of do something similar. Was it Fast Times? I can't remember. My brain is blinking completely right now. But I always love in movies whenever.
Well, thank God you have the mic.
Right, I love it. Whenever you have a mall, when you ever have a mall setting, I love the beginnings where it's just like, oh, let's show turning on the lights and getting all the things situated.
Oh, yeah.
Clerks does it well.
I wanted to say too, like, I felt like it harkened back to our Bad Santa episode. Like,
Yes.
Yeah. Hunter brought up Bad
such
Santa
a
to me
staple.
as well.
Yeah.
I think the 2000s, again, this really was kind of the last bastion of malls and mall culture. So I think you were watching malls as this like dying empire in this era of the 2000s.
And also to bring it back to Bad Santa, was filmed in New Mexico. And as somebody who also lived in Northridge, and like going to the Northridge Mall, which was like walking distance from my apartment, realizing I'm like, wait, did every movie I watched as a kid, was that all filmed here? You know? I thought for the longest time that it was also the Northridge Mall where they filmed this.
It looked like it could be any. Honestly, it looked like it could be the Temecula Mall as well.
Right, yeah. But again, like it's so where Jody Hill, succeeds is that like he just captures like what is America actually, a giant fucking mall.
Yeah, because that's something I think the way the mall is presented in this movie, you don't really see outside of the mall very often. And you do get this sense, and I think he kind of says it a few times where he's like, this is my domain. Like, he views this as his kingdom. This is his house. This is where he lives. He feels that he is the man of the mall.
Have either of you guys ever worked security before?
Has what?
Have either of you worked security before?
Never worked security.
I've not, no.
I worked security at Cal State Northridge, which was, weirdly enough, I think kind of like the perfect middle ground for this movie. Also, hence when I saw it, where it's like, we had a big criminal justice, like, majors. Is like one of the things the school is known for. It's like deaf studies, fake film degrees, which I got, and criminal justice, so we had a fully operational police precinct on campus for that reason. And I like literally did that. I did campus security, which I want you guys to trust me with a big flashlight and see what happens.
The funniest part is that like I'm 6'5". Hunter, how tall are you?
You're 6'5"?
Yeah,
I'm 6'3". You're not 6'5".
I am 6'5".
Then I'm 6'5".
You guys really gonna make me do this?
What are you gonna do?
I'm 5'5".
Yeah, so I just want that to be known that the 5'5" guy is the one doing security.
Yeah.
It's tougher than me. I don't want to do security.
No, I don't want to do security.
Hunter, I tend to think of you as like my mount. Like I could extend to higher heights once I'm on your shoulders.
About me like that. Actually, like you need to not do that. Actually,
he's your trusty steed. You can ride him like a horse.
No. I'm just saying, like if you combine our powers, like my brain,
Voltron
your
style?
brawn.
Yeah, Voltron style, exactly.
Voltron style.
Wait,
Voltron
this
style.
sounds more like. No, wait a second. You said my brain, your brawn. That sounds more like a Master Blaster or the dude from Teenage Mutant Ninja Krang. I don't like that. I'm not as big a fan of that.
Yeah,
honestly, bro,
Quado
Halloween
from,
costume.
Total Recall.
If we cranked it out and like put a little screen in your chest with my face on it,
this is a great idea.
Oh, you could be Grogu and I can be something that carries Grogu. I don't know.
Is it a Boba Fett? I don't know.
No, I don't want to be that. I want to be like a Rancor.
We're not doing Star Wars talk on this fucking show. I'm banning it from the show right now.
We're behind the veil. Today is the release of the Mandalorian and Grogu, so go see that in theaters. Make sure that
Disney needs your money.
Disney needs your money.
Make sure it beats the breadwinner at the box office. It needs to win.
All right, we open up with the mall montage, and we're getting into the inciting incident of the entire movie, which is a man running around flashing his tiny little dick at women.
Yeah,
I'd say it's a normal sized little dick, but whatever, man.
Oh, okay.
I think it's CG, but so is mine.
I don't think it is. It looks very real.
That's a very realistic CG penis. It is.
But yeah, he just runs out, and this scene cracks me up because I wrote down in quotes, "See my dick." I just thought that was a very funny way to say it.
So funny. I'm gonna have sex with you and shit like that. It's so, it's such a good...
Like, there's no subtext to what he's saying. He is just running around, And again, I like the idea of when he's running around. It feels like, even though he's saying sexual things, it feels like there's no actual sexuality emanating from him. It feels like it's just people all like vying for the appearance of power. Yeah.
So, okay, what do you guys know about streakers, like psychologically?
I remember the Cat Stevens song, "The Streak," and that's what I remember.
Fair.
Was that Cat Stevens? Who was that?
You mean Yusuf Islam? Get it right.
Yeah, Jesus.
Okay, here's the thing.
But no,
I've always known through like
Ray Stevens. I'm
culture.
sorry, not Cat Stevens.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I've always gone through culture that this is like much like monster trucks and like other shit that like this would be more prominent in my adult life. Where I'm like, this is just something you have to like think about and look out for, and not really, with the exception of the one homeless guy in my neighborhood in Washington Heights when I was trying to order at Taco Bell, and he did pull his dick out and go, "Yeah, I know you like this, don't you?" And I went like, "Me? No. Her? Also no." I don't. What is streaking? What the fuck is this like flashing or flashing?
When I lived in,
it's always like trench coat and the dick out, and yeah.
When I lived in downtown Long Beach, I feel like there was a couple guys who did sexual things, but it was more from like mentally ill homeless guys more so than the way we depict streakers normally.
Yeah, where it's like, a guy with a 9-to-5 job can just also do it.
Right. I feel like I want to say it might have been the 80s. I feel like there was a thing within American culture, like on the news and everything like that there was this little obsession with streaking, and that being a thing. I don't know if it was just some weird, if it was like one or two guys and then we just, over explained it or over sensationalized it.
It just felt like it would be like a part of life that you were like, you don't countenance it.
You would see it more.
Yeah. Again, much
Hunter,
like
tell us about
truck.
your streaking career.
My career? It's not over yet, so
Okay, good.
Great times ahead. We'll figure it out as we go.
Something somebody told me when I was living in New York, where they're like, "Oh, if you come across that, the response isn't like, don't get mad, don't get like weird about it, but it is like point and laugh, because what they're getting off on is the shocking you and like upsetting your day and like ruining you, which is like, this seems like it's the motive of this streaker in the movie. So they're like, what your reaction should be is like pause, like stare for a sec, and then like, and that will actually apparently like set them straight, and they won't do it anymore. And I'm like, huh, interesting. I have no idea what we're talking about, but go on.
Well, no, because I get what you're talking about, because you are talking about the idea of streaking being you feel like
flashing.
Streaking was going to be more
flashing.
Flashing.
Streaking is like a football game.
Yeah, that was like a fun kind of high school prank thing.
And usually it's not even naked anymore. They're real pussies about streaking, or they're just like, oh, I'm in my underwear. It's like, cool, man. Wow.
But flashing was, I feel like, a thing that I agree. It felt like it was going to be more of a prominent thing as you got older, especially if you moved to a city or whatever. It kind of felt like, oh, I'm just going to be walking down the street one day, I'm going to see a flasher. But again, I feel like the flasher in this movie, I feel like that being the main, thing of the movie is more, again, it's all people just trying to maintain their kingdoms or trying to do something to shock the system in some sort of way. Whether it's being a criminal, whether it's seeing themselves as a hero, everyone's trying to like be in control in some way, and they don't really have any clue on how to do that.
Damn. Okay. All right, deep. I like that.
That's what I got from it.
So it segues into we're introduced to Ronnie Barnhart, played by Seth Rogan, and he's just chewing out his staff because he's the head of mall security, and he's telling me, like, how the hell did this happen on your watch? I love the like. That's why I like this movie is like the copification of everything. Is like just like the people you meet at work who treat their job so seriously. Like you meet them and you're like, I get what your deal is. You just want to be a fucking cop.
Yeah, that's all you want.
Yeah.
This is the most accurate depiction of that type of guy. Because like I said, it's the guys in high school that were like super into guns, but also just like wearing wrestling t-shirts and shit. And then they grew up and then suddenly like, oh, I need to get a job. I'll be a security guard. Oh man, I really wish I was a cop though. And sit and just like it's their power fantasy. But
Yes.
they want a thin blue line on a Segway.
But we're also I love his crew. I love the two Asian twin brothers, and
Dude, those guys are rock.
And Michael
Yeah,
Pena
the
is so
Ewan
fucking
brothers.
funny in this movie.
So there's a pair of twins, the Ewan brothers, John and Matt, and then Michael Pena, who Michael Pena is one of the ever introducing him to a comedy movie. He's one of my favorite presences ever.
He's always great in it, and no exception in this movie. He's so fucking funny in this movie, and he's not in the movie that much, but he leaves an impression.
I want to know if he chose the voice himself, or if
I think they let him play with that.
It's such a weird voice. It's like nothing that I've ever heard Pena do before. It's very funny.
I love his uniform. I love his stupid gold chain that he's wearing, and like his dumb afro. It's just he's so fucking funny in this. And when he's chewing him out, and he makes the brothers say "I'm sorry," and they just give him that sorry. He's like, I don't think they meant it.
Not only that, it's like they say it again. They said it again. Like, kind of sounds like the first time.
Yeah, he's not on the crew
awesome.
yet, but this is also early. This is going to be early Oscar nominee Jesse Plemons.
That's right.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, they introduced he comes in a little bit later.
Yeah, he's pretty much in. He's not on the security team yet, but he's in their like vicinity.
We'll pick it up right at this point. The world is a Jody Hill movie. Like, so much of this is like it's just the logical endpoint of American exceptionalism, where it's like, and that goes to show with the Ronnie Barhart character is like if you're just like funny enough, even unintentionally, like you just get to control the whole fucking narrative. You get to control everything else. So and I love so we go from the news reporting of like saying like there was a flasher at the mall and like we can't.
Is that confirmed?
No,
yeah.
Are you confirming that right now? And they're talking about putting shotguns on their golf carts.
They're applying to carry fucking loaded weapons
at the mall.
At the mall.
Well,
it's in review, but right now we got we got mace, we got pepper spray.
Well, I was gonna say, which obviously whatever application they put in went through because they do have guns at the end. Or
that is true. Yeah, you're right.
I think they're just carrying guns and they're not telling anybody.
That's also a possibility. These guys are
No,
insane.
that what's great about the scene too of them at the gun range is it's not really played for laughs. It's almost it's kind of disturbing the way it's shot and like it's just constant gunshots and them just looking like thinking they look badass and they're just firing at shit and you go, oh yeah, these guys are probably psychopaths.
Robbie, it's because they do
well-meaning psychopaths, but psychopaths nevertheless. You know.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. I like the fact that like the targets that they're shooting at, you know, it's like the typical guy with a gun, like where are you shooting him? It's all headshots and in the dick. That's the whole fucking thing.
It's the only two spots you need to shoot at.
And again, this is a scene too where I feel like you can see the kind of 70s influence being pulled out of here. It just the lighting and just the way it's shot and the editing, it feels very like a very 70s style film.
Well, even the guns, he's using like a giant fucking revolver.
Right,
Yeah.
he's using like classic cop gun.
he's doing his Dirty Harry, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So we're introduced to Nell, played by Colette Wolfe, who I found out with whatever research I can do in this movie is Jodie Hill's wife.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I had no idea.
So
she's very
that's
adorable
direct.
in this movie.
She's adorable. I was gonna say she's like a standard of the time of like comedies of this era.
She's so good, and like there's some meme I saw recently where it was like, oh, you got grazed by the laser beam that turns you into a mouse. I think she's definitely one of those, you know. Like, yeah,
she's the most sympathetic character in the movie.
In the entire movie, she's the only like actual real like.
She's the only person you can like look at and feel sad, but she still has a unique sadness to her that I really like. Like,
well,
it's
to
not even
introduce
like
her character,
she works at
the fake Cinnabon, but she has a broken leg because she had an ankle surgery. And the Patton Oswalt small role he has in this movie is so good.
I hate him with every fiber of my being. He's so good at being the biggest asshole manager I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah. Manager of a food court, a fucking Cinnabon, picking on the girl with a broken leg. Like I'm like, what the fucking kill yourself?
His jokes are so fucking funny though. They're just so dumb. It's like, ooh, I've got a wheel over here, and ooh, I can't reach it with a stick. I'm like,
I need you to keep your traffic area clear. And he's like kicking her stool that she has to keep her leg cast on. He's like,
and when he's chastising her about keeping the counter clean, and he's like, I don't know, why don't you grab one of the several stick-shaped objects around you? I'm like, dude, he's still just chill.
It's perfect, like service industry manager mentality.
Yes,
it drives me fucking insane.
Well, it's just like it's pretty much what it's the mall cop version of management. He's like a manager for a fake thing. Like, who gives a shit?
Again, everybody feels as if they are the king of their whatever small kingdom they have in this realm. They feel that is
America.
Like their that is America. Because I love the scene when you brought it up where he's like, you need to keep this area clear, and Ronnie just goes, you know, I don't approve of his methods, but you know, it is a fire hazard. Like, even at this point, he still respects authority on some level.
Yeah.
Even though this is just some fucking asshole who works at a food court, Cinnabon.
We're also introduced to Brandy, played by Anna Faris, who, I mean, straight up, like, one of her best roles of all time.
Love Anna Faris, man.
She's so fucking funny, and I think this movie straight up is like, that girl exists, and I've either dated or worked with so many of them.
I wrote down, she plays the perfect trashy hot girl who works at the mall.
At the Temecula Promenade Mall.
1,000,000%. Just her facial expressions.
Yeah, like the really bad lip filler, which is like I think like played up in this movie. Yeah, but
and her hairstyle too is just like she really
blonde,
captures that like that era so well in that era of hot girl so well.
Yes, yeah. Her rolling up, like listening to like the fucking like hot girl city music, like city rap music,
In her shitty car with like the graduation lei hanging from her rearview mirror. One of maybe the best little detail I've ever seen, because every high school girl who peaked in high school did have that lei hanging from their mirror.
Yeah, and end up working at the fucking mall at the makeup counter. And we see like again perfect like. It's just the complete lack of self-awareness of the whole, like, they're laughing with each other, her and her gay coworker Bruce, and him like also like as if he was like also in on the joke, coming in introducing himself by laughing at their conversation. Like, what are we talking about?
Laughing a little too long. My favorite part is when he just starts going, "Ah shit, ah shit," like he could not believe how funny it was.
He's clearly has a crush on the mall hot girl, and tries to warn her. Like, I don't know if you heard, but there's a mall pervert. And she's like, yeah, I think we're fine. And he also like, I love that the late 2000s, like, no, homophobia is still on the table in terms of a joke, or like are we in danger? Yeah, Bruce, I'm sure you're in danger. Some guy's gonna definitely want to pull his dick out in front of you. Actually, he should be worried about you.
That's what's so funny about Seth Rogen in this movie, is that he really is like the biggest asshole in the world, man.
Yeah.
Like even when you start to get close to having a little sympathy for him, he does or says something that immediately takes it away from him.
It's so well timed in that regard. I will say this. So something I mentioned, I'm not like, this is a tough one for me to I think for that this will be a tough one to like watch again and again. I don't think I'll do it like Sauce does, but just because the meanness is closer, first, like, of the movies we've seen, it's closer to World's Greatest Dad than it is to something else. Like, it's like Bad Santa, but it's like World's Greatest Dad level dark humor. And
just the meanness for no reason other than like the cruelty is the absurdity.
The cruelty is the joke.
Yeah, and that's not a bad thing. It's just, it's so hard to watch sometimes because Seth Rogen, they push his character to an edge, and you always get to that spot where it's like, well, here's the point where they'll make him likable, and then he does one more thing to make him unlikable, and you're like, fuck, I need someone to beat the shit out of this guy.
Medically incapable of ever like reading the moment and giving it to somebody. You know, it's like, no, I'm gonna stick to what I perceive. Like, my hyperreality is the only thing that exists. You know.
Well, and it establishes too that he has these like paranoid delusions of the way he sees himself and the way he sees the world. It introduces that in a small way at the beginning, but you see that grow as it goes on.
Yeah, I think that segues too into see him at home and like they're broadcasting the news report, and he's watching it with his mom, who's just. I love this actress so fucking much. When I was watching with Cassie, she's like, "This is just us."
This drunk ass mom.
Yeah, like that. Like, you're just so you. I'm scared of you. I'm scared of you. He's also like, he's on the news report and being like, "Hey, and if I find you, I'm gonna fucking kill you for real. I'm gonna fucking kill you." She's like, "No, I believe it. I'm so." I think we go back to. SLC Punk, or like the same thing of like, there's such a thing as loving your kids too much, and I think she's guilty of it.
Yes,
but because she's an alcoholic, and she's like, well, he never really calls me out on this, so like, as long as we keep this dynamic,
she's
going.
an alcoholic, and they're poor, not poor, but like,
but they're 2009 poor, which means you still have a house. He lives in a house,
right? Yeah, exactly.
They don't live in a fucking studio or anything like that. Like, they live like in a house that I'm sure she's had, and
he drives a cool motorcycle.
We assume, the Honda.
Yeah,
honestly,
sure.
that motorcycle fucking
that
rocks.
motorcycle kicks
That motorcycle
ass,
rips.
But yeah, like, but still, like, again, it was like comically a fucking loser thing to live with your parents when you were 30, which I assume he is how old he is in this movie. And you're like, oh, okay. Like, it was like comically like poor that he still has to live at home. Even
So then this is where I think that's when Anna Faris, she gets flashed after this, right? When she's coming home.
Yeah, she rolls into work to the City Girl rap music. Popping your pussy and stuff like that. When you get such a good like juxtaposition to the was it the streaker going like, yeah, touch daddy's dick. Also, sorry, I am going to insert the clip here, which is going to be great. It's like that her performance, that whole like everyone is just like literally like fawning over her like trauma, and they're like, "What? Are you okay?" Like physically, yes, but mentally, no.
Well, I love because this one we're also introduced to Ray Liotta, who's the detective who gets put on the streaking.
He's so good at this.
He's so funny in this, and him like immediately honing in that Anna Faris is the hot girl of them all, and already starting to be the kind of like, oh honey, what happened? Oh no,
well, he's got experience in this line of work though, so it's like it works. But also, him being like that, like, well, I'll tell you what's going to happen is like this. Ronnie's telling Detective Harrison, he's like, the streaker's going to come back, probably try to kill her because she's the most beautiful girl at the mall, maybe even the world. She's like sitting there going like, okay, yeah, nothing he said is wrong yet.
But I love when she goes, is that going to happen? And he just goes, it's going to happen. And it got like a huge laugh out of me.
Ronnie's his like detective work in this is insane because it's just that.
It's just him being racist.
Yeah, it's just him. He's super racist, actively, outwardly, and then also.
For the 2000s, this was like an acceptable level of racism to have.
Yeah, you could be racist against brown guys.
Yeah, and also your Asian coworkers, and also.
But you if you hated Aziz Ansari, that's normal. That was normal for us.
Yeah. So I mean, like, yeah, like that's like aside from all the streaking things. Sorry, I have to like kind of. I did not take notes on this one whatsoever. So we're really just going off I watched it 3 times and I can't even remember what happened.
Yeah. Well, essentially they did the streaking thing. Like it's a back to back. Like the next
and then
day
the robbery. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So I'm on the right track.
Those kind of blend together, but yeah, they're because it was like right back to back. Because that one was awesome. He goes when they like rob a shoe store, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And
they robbed the shoe store, and it's like it's showing how really Ronnie doesn't have a hold on this mall at all.
No, yeah. As I like that, Detective Harrison is talking to the girl, the hot Italian girl who works at the Foot Locker or whatever, and he's just doing this whole like, well, I mean, does anybody have a grudge? And she's like, at the mall, like, yeah, everybody hates their fucking job at the mall. And he's like, yeah, no, I get that. Like, he's so good. He's full of guile, like actual guile
he's
of like
just charming.
He's
what looks like a
real.
He's
very like no nonsense because he has a grasp on the fucking world. You know?
Well, the way I see it, he is Ronnie with self-awareness, whereas Ronnie doesn't have the self-awareness. If Ronnie was able to have a clear mentality, he could be Ray Liotta's character, but he doesn't have that.
Instead, Ronnie walks in and it's like, just says, "Who stole it? Who stole it?
Yeah,
who stole the shoes?" Like,
which is ironic.
Is that right here.
He's acting.
Who stole it?
He's acting more like a cop than the cops. Yeah, like it's, and I love those. Like, I think I know who did this, and they find the Latino the janitor who doesn't speak any English at all. Which, like, God bless working in back house. So I understood him completely. It makes it even funnier if you know Spanish. Right?
Oh yeah, it's
like no man, I have no idea what you're talking about. I just showed up to work, and then like they said everything was robbed. And he's like, I don't know who to like point you towards or whatever. And like Ronnie pretends like he understands him entirely. And goes, see, and he goes, well, that guy fucking clearly did it. I mean, look at his eyes, and he's just looking at him like
the most normal guy of all time.
Like, can I go back to work now, please? Like, don't have any problems.
Well, I like it too because he's go. Well, how do you know he did it? It's like, what is that? What he said? He's like, I don't fucking know. I don't speak Spanish. like truly, the worst detective of all time. It's very funny.
Which is 90% of the fucking police force.
Yes.
As it says, the Aziz Ansari part 2 is like we go to him, it's just immediately going like that guy fucking did it. Just finding anybody you have a personal fucking grievance with. God damn, everybody does think that I'm this guy at work, huh?
That Aziz Ansari scene is, I think, one of the cooler. That's one of the funnier Jody Hill prototypes because that joke where they're just going back and forth, going "fuck you," and getting quieter and quieter to when they're mouthing to each other. That legitimately could have just been in Righteous Gemstones or Eastbound and Down. Like that
I also love that Aziz's character. I like that nobody is really truly innocent in this movie, and like Aziz's character is also clearly a weird creep in some way.
Yeah,
where
he's
talking to the
introduced-
girl and he's
I'm not touching
rubbing
her.
like lotion
He's
on
doing
her.
the he's
and
doing the like,
talking-
oh no, this is salt that comes from the Dead Sea. Like maybe when you're at home, rubbing it on your little breasts. Like it's like, oh my god, like what do you do? You can even clearly see that the actress in that scene is like, be like, what the fuck? Like, what are you
And
doing?
she's like obviously underage. It's just,
Yeah. I was, like,
And
I
the
was only
moment they
touching her
walk
in a
up-
good way, not in a weird way. Just so
Yeah,
you know.
yeah. He goes, "Oh, hey, I'm from the police," and he goes, "Oh shit!" like clearly there's something that has happened before with him, and so it's like again, that's something.
He has
I
a
really
restraining
like about
order
this
against
movie.
Ronnie, which again, in the very like, you could just put the details together in like the post 9/11 world that is also
Yes.
our world. It's like the fact that he just sees that there's a, I guess, Middle Eastern adjacent guy. He keeps calling him Saddam. He's credited as Saddam, so it might actually just be his name, which means that Ronnie's so fucking
insane.
racist that he's just like, no, like clearly these guys are guilty of anything. You know?
He's brown. He's Middle Eastern. He obviously destroyed America, so we have to like blame
He
them.
also,
for
I will say,
anything.
something I noticed on all three revisits in the last week is that like he can't flip off the camera. It's like it's almost like he's flipping off somebody at church. Like he doesn't want to give a full middle finger. I'm like, what is that? How do people not have the confidence? Unless he has some like degenerative, I can't move my hand disorder. Like,
I mean, I feel like that's just one of those things. I don't know how much of it is his acting, but it could be part of the character in that he was probably that American Protestant was raised with this idea that, you know, to be somewhat okay in public. I don't know. That's a funny little detail to point out. We're not sticking out the full middle finger like that. You got to have the confidence. You really have to let people know that you're saying "fuck you," and you have to do it under the table when the teacher's not looking.
I do it over the table when the teacher is looking at the teacher.
No, I'm not trying to go to the principal's office.
why would
You
you
can't stop me.
What did you do? Honestly, he's guilty. He fucking did it. Robbie fucking did it.
Sauce just looks guilty to me. I don't know why.
There's
Honestly,
something about
I will
him.
say I've heard this my entire life. When I had a job in Florida, we hired a new girl, and she was like really kind of like sketch run me. Like she was just, like I had like a talk with her, and I remember like realizing it, and I was like, oh yeah, no, honey, like I just look evil. Like I'm not actually evil. Like I have your back. Like whatever you just tell me whatever you need. And she's like, okay, cool, because like that is your thing. You straight up like seem evil to me, and I'm like, I get that 100%.
you got the true Florida experience. I feel like.
Yeah. Well, no, it's like, you know, I know the people back me up are like, oh yeah, no, Salsiak for sure he looks evil, but he's not. No, he's great.
Have people in your corner that will tell people that you are not evil. You are just a guy.
Well, that rules you two out.
Oh well, we're obviously evil. I mean, what the fuck? Like, we can't defend you.
Nobody starts a podcast because they have good intentions. Come on now.
That is true.
Yeah,
That is
what the
very
fuck?
true. We have evil intentions. So, speaking of evil intentions, something about this movie that I wrote down in my notes. I was curious how much of this was based off of like the George Zimmerman type. You know,
Yes.
I mean, almost more so. It like kind of brought up, you know, growing up with the school shooter and what if they became this. But I also see it as this was an era where there was a lot of talk of the racist
Castle
shooter, the George
doctrine.
Zimmermans, and the, you know, I can't think of any other ones, but I just remember that one being a huge thing with him and Trayvon Martin and that whole news story. And this really feels like it is taking directly from that in some sense.
Yeah, I mean, it's the era of the vigilante. This is like a Punisher origin story. If the Punisher was, you know, on clonazepam, it's
This is the guy. This is the guy that has the Punisher fucking Blue Lives Matter fucking like sticker on his car. Or
He's
his
got
Honda
the Punisher.
motorcycle.
He's got the American flag Punisher thing on the back of his truck, or on the
Yeah.
back of his motorcycle in this case. And
Well, what's such a good little details whenever you go into Ronnie's room, that his room is decorated with like self-defense posters and like guns and any sort of weapon. I think he has like a wall of swords too. Like,
Which, okay, whom amongst us?
I mean, truly, every boy goes through a sword phase. Let's be honest here.
It's not a phase, Mom. We talked about that on SLC Con.
All right, so
my
we're
wife.
Anna Faris gets flashed. Brandy gets flashed. They go. They're doing the investigation. He's being racist.
I love his like carrying her out of the thing like it's like the bodyguard. You know?
Well, her line of she just goes, "I obviously can't walk." And it's so funny. Dude, Anna Faris is great. She doesn't get enough respect. She's so fucking funny in this movie.
That's how I know the new Scary Movie is not going to be good, because I don't think Anna Faris is in it.
That's
In
fucked
what?
up.
In what?
In the new Scary Movie.
No, she absolutely is.
Is she?
Wait, she is?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
that's going to be a banger.
All right, that's going to be good.
All right. No, it sucks.
What's the next scene?
I don't know. What are we talking about?
Oh my god. Sauce, you got too drunk.
No.
Those 25%ers hit him hard, man.
Sauce likes to get drunk before every episode, but now I think he might be too drunk.
Why you stopping, motherfucker? So we. Oh shit! Fuck. Okay. Yeah. He gets the inspiration from being around Detective Harrison to see. Hiya. Fuck you. He gets the inspiration from Detective Harrison to be like wait. Why am I a mall security cop? Why don't I try being a real cop? You know. So I love when he goes down to the police station and like tries to play it all cavaliers, like it sounds like you need me, I don't need you. You know, and he does the whole so Detective Harrison blows up on him and tells him, like, you're a fucking mall security, and you've wasted my time, and you've ruined all this kind of, like, actual procedure. So he's like, what if I became a real cop? So he becomes a real, he goes to the police station to see if he can become a real cop. Holy shit, how drunk do I sound?
Oh, it's 50-50.
Just keep
Go either
talking.
way,
You're
right?
fine
Keep
right
going,
now.
man.
Fuck, now I have to go in with a surgical knife on this episode. Yeah, so he gets chewed up by fucking Detective Harrison about not being a real fucking cop. So he's like, then I'll become a real cop. And he goes to the police station. He does this whole, no, it's like, you guys don't impress me or anything like that. But why? Do you see something in me? Do you think I can?
Well, I also like it too, where I like that the cop is being very just like, you fill it out and you have to take a psych
Background check?
test and all this kind of stuff. And you can see his hesitation because he knows that he's mentally not all there, but he's like, no, I can do this. I'm pretty sure I can do this.
Yeah. And they
Also, a
feel
line we skipped over. I'm sorry. I just wanted to bring it back, this line. When they're accusing Aziz Ansari's character, and he goes, this motherfucker accused me of wanting to blow up the Chick-fil-A. Why would I do that? Their shit's delicious. I just thought that was very funny.
So I'm going to take over for a second. I watched.
Not even.
My watch was literally like about an hour ago. So
Yeah, so was mine,
finished this
actually.
movie. Yeah, so he has a little montage of doing like the training type stuff, but he sneaks into the detective's car for a ride along, right?
Yes.
So he's entitled to a ride along. Yeah.
And Ray Liotta is suddenly, he's like he's not trying to be cool. He's just trying to get him into a false sense of security. He's like, oh yeah, sure, let's go to the Heights or the Tricorner or something like that. Some kind of like the Crossroads.
He calls it the Crossroads.
Yeah.
That's right. The Crossroads.
Yeah, me and the boys have been trying to clear up this area, but it's rough, man. Like, I usually patrol this.
It used to be way worse than this, and we cleaned it up. And then he tells him to get out and check it out, and then he just takes off. And this is where we get the awesome.
Danny McBride is so fucking funny in
cameo. This. Some kids try to come up and sell crack to him, and
he goes, "That's a stage 1 narcotic."
Schedule one narcotic.
Schedule 1, yeah. And Danny McBride comes out and says,
Yeah, I got him tattooed on my chest. And he has like
I don't just tattoo any motherfucker on my chest.
I mean, honestly, great
awesome.
because it's the first like Jody Hill without Danny McBride as his like main muse. It's such a fantastic like cameo. Like, no, we didn't forget him. He's too useful in this realm of like
and then
overconfident
he, like,
fucking psychopaths.
He absolutely wrecks them. He beats them with a nightstick.
So
Somehow.
this is where like I think this movie like actually like taps into the American psyche. Is that like he gets confronted by McBride, who's like the whole like, oh yeah, this little kid's selling crack, probably because he's my son, probably because he works for me, motherfucker. And like immediately like puts the gun to his head and he's like I love how like even Ronnie like drops the facade of like all right, well kid, have a good fucking rest of your night. We're not gonna worry about this. Like, he's even aware of like the severity of the situation he's gotten himself into. Again, that like false like American confidence of the whole like he's begging for his life and they're like being like what if we make you suck this gun like a dick. He literally has still come prepared and keeps an extendable baton.
And he thinks he beats guys.
This is why I love these movies, and this is where like they kind of like do the whole like it's not about watching somebody you hate like get their comeuppance. It's about how like in America like those people never get their comeuppance. They actually get what they want all the time.
They get rewarded.
Yes. And because he's such a psychopath, even with a gun to his face, he pulls out a police baton and beats the shit out of all these drug dealers, as well as some other crackheads who just happen to be in the area.
he snaps one of their arms and like...
I love that little, like, that's one of my favorite, like, I think it's straight up, like, it's played for comedic, like payoff is like it's such an act of violence. It goes way too far.
Yeah, and like immediately too. Well, and that's something I wrote down too, because then he goes back to the police station. He brings the kid into the police station, and he confronts Ray Liotta, and he goes, "I know what you did. You set me up." And he goes, "Yeah, I did set you up. What are you going to do about it?"
The fuck are you going to do about it?
Thank you. But that's something I wrote downward because he walks in, he goes, "Yeah," and there's 6 dead crackheads to answer for it or whatever, and it really paints what an uncaring, mean, ugly world it is that he just says, "I killed 6 crackheads out there," and no one raises even an iota of concern.
No, not even. Yeah, they're really just weird that he like brought in a fucking 10-year-old to arrest.
Well, and again, I wrote it down too. I wrote it down at some point where what makes this movie work, and I think what makes Jody Hill's movies work, is that everybody is inconvenienced, but also nobody cares about what they're doing. Like, nobody cares about the world around them other than their own world. So they're always just inconvenienced by everything everyone else is doing. And Ronnie is the definition of that. He comes in and inconveniences Ray Liotta. Ray Liotta doesn't care about being a good cop. He just cares that this fucker is coming in and inconveniencing him and making his day harder.
Yeah, he's literally starts out telling them, being like, you would have done the same thing. And they're like, they're going to kill him out there. Again, they're just as equally indifferent to the idea that, like...
yeah, they're just laughing about it. They're like, he's like, going to die. Oh, well.
Oh, well, yeah, fuck him.
Who gives a shit?
It's one of the only movies where I kind of like lucky side of the cops, because they're like... It's the only thing that actually offers any kind of like reality check for the entire movie.
But again, the cops are also just as mean-spirited, but they just have a self-awareness that I feel like a lot of the other
they know that
don't
that's
have.
actually like their job, and they kind of like keep it separate in its own way. Yeah. But yeah, so he's like you set me up to fail, and I succeeded, and I think you did that on purpose because you believe in me. Like, he just refuses to accept that this person. He's really spent the whole scene before that going like, I fucking hate this person. I hate him with every fiber of my being.
Yeah, because then after this is when you get into the whole little training montage where he's going and he's pushing everyone out of the way. Again, very American that in police training, he's just there to push everyone out of the way and make himself look good.
Yeah, he's pulling the ladder up behind him every step of the way.
Yeah.
But also the fact that, like, Seth Rogen's a big guy. You assume he's at least, like, what, 6'3", 6'5"? Like,
yeah, something like that. Yeah, he's
just like, guy. He's just able to overtake everyone and be like, that's not you're not in competition with these people. It's just, like...
But now he's starting to feel himself because he went out, he took out those crackheads, he's training, he's finally following his dream.
He's found his calling.
Yeah, so now he's feeling himself, and that's when he goes to Anna Faris, and she's walking back to her car. She's getting paranoid that she's going to get the little dick flashed at her again.
Yeah.
And he goes, "Hey, do you need a ride?" And she gets the shit scared out of her.
This scene's fucked. Well, this scene's fucked, man. It's like
it's
he offers to take her to the car. Yeah, he's like, whoops, past the car. She's like, oh, what the fuck? He's like, I'm gonna keep driving till you agree to go on a date with me. It's like, oh no, dude, this sucks.
And also, I don't think we brought up the Nell. He's just been going there every day getting free coffee from her. That's why he goes to the Cinnabon place every day, because he goes to get a free coffee because he's a mall employee. So that's like a service they give to him. So you kind of hear her perspective of things. And it's funny because you can tell she clearly has maybe a little thing for Ronnie, but Ronnie's too in his own world to even understand
he's persistent
it all.
enough that he can't she can't ignore him, at this point.
Yeah.
Which kind of gives a little bit of something,
Definitely.
But I like the whole, again, unfortunately, it's really harrowing watching this movie where I'm like, is this how people fucking see me? He's the whole
that's like the second time you've said that, and I think you're really worried about it.
I know, I'm actually low-key worried about it, where I'm like, I think if you don't know me, I might come off psychotic like this, which, again, sure.
Look, you are psycho, but not in a dangerous way.
No. And
I'm never scared of you.
Ronnie's not even he really doesn't want to with the exception of whatever he perceives as evil, that he's going to be this righteous hand of justice. Against it. It's this whole the about me, you, dinner, Friday night, all you have to say is yes. So say yes, and he won't stop the golf cart until she does. It's
Jesus, it was so
it's
creepy.
so
it's so uncomfortable.
It's one of the creepiest in a movie full of creepy shit going on. It is one of the creepiest things aside from the guy literally flashing his penis. It is rough.
But she agrees, and I think we have we see he goes back to Nell, and he does the whole
that was a good one too.
That scene cracks me up because that's when he goes, I noticed you're wearing a ring. Are you married? And she goes, no, it's a promise ring from God. And she explains that she's a born again Christian.
Yes.
And she's like,
I'm a virgin again.
Well, he goes, are you a virgin? She goes, well, I mean, we've all been to beach week, which I thought was a very funny line. But I like that after she says that to Ronnie just looks at her and goes, I'm going to be honest with you. I was going to get, because I thought you had some perspective, but what you said was really fucking weird.
And I don't think you're the one to be giving out advice.
He's clearly mentally unstable, but it's so funny that he goes to the Cinnabon girl as his therapist, and it's he kind of just steamrolls whatever the fuck she's talking about and finds a way to segue it into whatever he wants to talk about. Wait, hang on, fuck. Oh no, guys, am I fucking Ronnie? Holy shit.
Sauce is having an existential crisis.
I'm having an existential crisis on this.
We found out that Sauce, the reason Sauce likes this movie so much is he's actually Ronnie, and he just watches it and is like, yeah, I'm not like this. I'm not actually like this. I mean, but I'm not this bad, right? It's not. I'm not. I mean, I'm like this, but I'm not like this.
God damn it, Hunter.
This is why I have to calm him down every fucking day.
There's no calming him down. He's off his meds. He decided to give his meds to a hot chick.
Oh no, I'm on my meds. Don't you worry about it.
But you can make so much money on them with the hot chicks. So you need to sell your meds, man.
Also,
so basically,
about this movie,
I love the whole she pours him the coffee and he's like, it tastes fucking off today. She's like, oh, well, it shouldn't be. There's literally nothing that's different. And it's it might be just because I'm in love and I'm going to be a cop and stuff like that. He literally finds anything to segue into being I don't care about what you've got going on. I want to talk about what I want to talk about.
Your coffee tastes like shit because my life fucking rules.
Everything's going great for me, so fuck your coffee.
Yeah.
And your
I was going to go to you for advice on girls because I like you and all, but he's I don't think that's he walks away going, again, that's some real weird shit you're doing.
Yeah. Well, she says another thing. She's like, I think you should just dress like yourself. And he's like, again, don't want to take advice from me. This is not what I want right now.
Well, again, something I like about this movie is that I like how straightforward everything is. I like how quickly the pace moves in this movie.
Yes.
It really goes very quickly, and because I think it personifies Ronnie. Ronnie is a very one-track minded guy. He has
Was manic.
one thing in
He's
his head.
He's just doing things fast too. He's like,
Yeah. It's his hyper. He lives. It's called hyper reality, where like he lives in the reality he's manifested for himself.
And he starts manifesting because then he's about to go on the date, and that's when he shows his mom his date outfit, which I wrote down is
honestly
the best outfit of all time.
You pull that shit out now. It's played for jokes in the era, but if you pull that shit out now, honestly, he's got that shit on.
Absolutely,
it looks good.
That sweater and that gold chain.
Yeah.
On my Cassie rewatch, she was like, honestly, yes, would.
Like if you're of the current generation, you're gonna think it's fine. If you were from when we were, it's like, oh, he's dressed like a '90s like
R&B guy, yeah.
R&B
Yeah. I think that's So it's the kids,
which I think that is on purpose, where it's like the '90s R&B guy. I think in his mind he's going, well, who's the coolest guy? Clearly, it's a '90s black guy.
It's Boys to Men. It's a guy who's like, crying, screaming, pissing for pussy.
They get the girls. They're cool, so I need to dress cool.
Oh, so again, he's unconfident, and she's like, his mom's like, you're just so handsome, like she's just. And then I like that they have the conversation about like, well, like my dad was never here, and he's like, I love the subversion of the like, broken family conversation, which I assume everybody has, where it's like, did dad leave because of me? And she goes, oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Well, my favorite
the way he asked, like, why did dad leave? Well, when you were born, you just had so many special needs, and he got real scared.
he couldn't really handle it. Yeah. Well, I also love the scene too when she goes, yeah, the day I saw your dad, I knew I was gonna fuck him and marry him. Like, damn.
She's honestly MVP this fucking movie.
Yeah, she's so good.
I love her so much. I need to be. If I'm not currently friends with, I need to be friends with that lady. Like so intensely.
But then we go on the date with Anna Faris, and
so he waits for her.
Oh, that's right.
Like, perched in front of her house, and she's like literally getting dropped off after having already gotten bombed with like 4 other guys. And she's like, well, it's kind of late. And he's like, well, no, don't worry. I made reservations at every restaurant in every time period. So like,
he forgot. She totally forgotten. It's so fucked up, man.
Yeah.
But then she goes, all right, well, fine. I just have to go to the bathroom.
Yeah. I need to piss first. Jeez.
I like that it's that idea that everyone is inconvenienced at all times. No one cares about anyone else outside of their realm of existence, but they're inconvenienced by everything in the world.
Yes.
Like, even going piss is like, oh.
It's funny because, like, the fact that they had the conversation with the mom beforehand, like, even if it's funny and, like, saying, oh, I saw that guy, I'm gonna fuck him, but what she described was still pretty sweet. It's like,
yeah,
he dressed up nice. I thought he was the most handsome man and all that stuff. And and we had sex afterwards. And like, yeah, it's funny, but like, at least that's like a general date. And this is just like the bizarro version, the modern America version of that.
Yes.
And it's fuck, I gotta go piss. Let's go get absolutely just blasted.
When she realizes that he's paying for everything,
yeah,
and she just orders 4 tequila shots and like, let's fucking go.
Yeah, I love the like nurse. I call waitresses nurse.
Oh my god! Oh,
and she's so stoked about it too.
Oh no, that killed me.
So this is her like this.
I know these people. That's the I know these people spot.
Yes,
yes.
I hate that.
She's so fucking funny in that. Like 22. I've been quoting this scene. I showed it to one of my friends when I was in college, and he absolutely hated it, but he loved Anna Faris in this movie. Where he's like, I've been quoting it ever since. Like whenever I order shots in the bar, I always go,
gross pink puke starting to leak out of her mouth.
Oh, she like pukes the second they get in front of her house. She's like, fuck, I did too much.
And then it cuts. It still.
I love the I accept you. I've literally also pulled this line with like serious girlfriends where like they're acting terrible, and I go, I accept you.
But it cuts to still an insanely uncomfortable scene, like a shocking scene where he is fucking her and she is passed out.
Blacked out. Yeah. There's puke on her pillow, too.
And you're just like, oh my God. And if I remember correctly, there was a story. Originally, I guess the original cut had it to where she doesn't say anything. It's just him fucking her, and then they go to the next scene. But I think they went, no, I think this is too dark. And so they had to throw in the line of like, keep going, motherfucker.
Yeah, like, you stop, motherfucker.
and it's like, I think originally that
it's still bad. It's still just so everyone.
Okay, thank you, Hunter.
Yes. But it was a part. So like
the official turn off the century consensus like decision is it's still bad that this happened.
Important.
It is still very funny that like that's all the encouragement he needed and passed out girl to go like, you fucking, I don't care.
But again, I just love the idea that like, because I get when you're in that like creative space and you're making this movie and you're making the thing and you're like, this is the darkest, funniest joke we could potentially go with, is that there is no interruption of this and we're just playing it like this. But I think that's when when you watch it later, you can look back at it and go, no, we should actually probably add a little levity to this.
Yes,
because it's maybe too far.
Otherwise, it's like it's just rape.
It's just a rape scene, which it still is. But
yeah.
Oh man, that
sorry. This is actually the part that I was like low key like fucking nervous about talking about because I'm like, is it funny? Yes. Is it disturbing? 1,000% fucking yes.
Well, that's also. It feels like whenever you read about the reviews and stuff like that, that was the scene. That was the. It was the
sticking
lightning
point.
Rod for the whole movie. It was the sticking point for.
How do you redeem him at all after that? You know.
Well, and also this is the part of the movie that gets real weird because like. Very in the same way we were just talking about Taxi Driver and stuff like that. He's off his meds, and now it's suddenly what's real, what's not real. It's hard to tell because you're still seeing it from his point of view, and things are just gonna be. It just gets weirder and weirder as the rest of the movie.
Yeah, you start to kind of play into where you don't know what's fantasy, what's paranoid.
He's fully embracing also his delusion, which like leads into the psyche val part of his.
Man.
Wonderful scene, like probably a perfect scene in terms of like tells you what everything you need to know. I love this actress who plays the psychologist too. Like she does such a good job of being like one of the few characters
like
who's grounded in reality.
Like, her sitting there and you can see the fear in her eyes as he says the things he says. and you can tell she's very concerned about everything because he does not seem stable in any real way. And also, this is a motif he keeps doing in the movie. He loves to point fake guns at people.
Oh yeah, like, he keeps like doing like finger guns to everybody. Like, pew, pew, pew.
And he'll pull out a shotgun, an air shotgun, and
So I love this, and I'll probably drop the clip to you. Is like he explains is like okay, so do you have any history of like psychosis, bipolar, all this stuff? Like, oh yeah, absolutely. And they're like okay, like have you been medicated? He's like, yeah, and I'd love to tell you that I'm actually off the medication now. And she's looking at that. I was like, oh, that's like, hey, cool, like it worked. You found your balance, and it does like so like when did your doctor take you off? And he's like, oh no, I just stopped taking the medication. Anyways, here's a dream I had where a tornado comes to town and I shoot it to death and everyone worships me and I go, I'm just doing my job, ma'am, with a gun. Just a man with a gun who knows what the right thing to do is. She's just
and
like,
again, her
holy
acting
shit.
is so good because she's acting with her eyes. Like you can see the fear in her eyes as she's trying to stay calm and collected, but also understanding that this guy is a danger to society and probably
himself.
needs to be stopped.
And himself. I say again because like I just want to keep going back to like this movie is such a wonderful like tapestry of like this is America, like straight up, like this is just how your average person perceives reality, maybe at all times, is you live in a constant state of delusion. Like just
I mean, at this point, he's
unaware.
already had, like before they even do the psych eval, he's already had like or he has it right after the psych eval. I can't remember which order, but like they have like a party for him becoming a cop.
Yes, so
It's
yeah,
right
yeah,
after,
same thing. Where
because
it's like
he thinks he's going to become a cop.
he talks to
insane.
Nell and
That-
she does the
he
whole
just
like,
comes out, he's like,
here's your
"Sweet,
last
did it."
free coffee as a mall employee, and he's like, yep, like I'm moving on up. I got called up to the big leagues.
But like what you're saying, Sauce, it's so delusional. Like he comes out of that thinking like, yep.
He can't
nailed it.
imagine a reality where he failed.
Yeah, no, he just became a cop. He didn't wait for her real answer or anything like that. And then, yeah, they're having the little party. They're having the little go-away party. And, again, this is where Michael Pena kind of comes back into the movie. Her mom, his mom and Michael Pena when she starts flirting with him a little bit.
Yeah.
And the line I wrote down, because it's the funniest line I've ever heard in my life, is like, when I was in high school, I used to fuck all of Ronnie's friends. I'm like, God damn, that's a great line.
Oh my god, no, she's so fucking good. Oh, the cake is a gun. They're
The
already
cake is a
treating it-
gun, which is great.
Also, we haven't even like mentioned like the Jesse Plemons like.
Oh yeah, he's the new security guard.
As somebody who has like a younger person at work who kind of like we get along very well, I'm like, oh no, like he's the Jesse Plemons, where I'm like he's also in reality, and he's like I'll just go along with whatever Sauce fucking says. Oh no!
When you next time you go to work, you're just gonna be like, "You're Jesse Plemons. You're my Jesse Plemons." Very
Oh no, we've had this talk, and yeah, the restraining order is pending. It's not official yet. It hasn't gone through.
But yeah, so they're having the little
They have a
going away
congratulations,
party.
like a retirement party for him. Yeah.
Yeah, and then he goes to the police station. He's walking in. He's ready to be proud. And Ray Liotta is talking to his other cop friend, and he tells him, "No, go wait in the closet. This is gonna be really funny. I want you to see when I tell him
That
this."
is so good. Too.
And
This is another Righteous Gemstones esque bit. To me.
Absolutely,
Like,
that's actually probably the most Righteous Gemstones bit. But he wants to tell Ronnie that he is not going to join the academy.
Yeah. Well, so like
And-
you failed the psyche valve. He's like, oh, I like watching the machinations of somebody who won't admit defeat. And he's like, I watched her, fill out my report, and she put, like A plus. Like, let's me and you work this out and be like that, like this, because this can't be. That's not fucking real, Yeah.
And he's explaining it, and he looks so sad and defeated. And this is the one time you have a little bit of sympathy, because then his cop friend comes out of the closet, and he just goes, I thought this was going to be a lot funnier than it was, and this is really just kind of sad. So I'm going to leave.
It's a great bit. That bit specifically got my ass. Oh my god.
Which I think everyone can relate to that, where you've had a thing where you find a person you don't like, or someone you and your friends make fun of a lot, and then there is a point where, like, when that real schadenfreude starts to really happen, and you go, oh, wait, no, I am actually more empathetic than I realize. This actually isn't funny, and this is sad. I should calm myself here. Become a human. So maybe that cop is the only human in the movie.
He's still an asshole, but he's like, I think he actually lives in reality, so it's like a little different,
Right. So that's an interesting way to put it, because Ray Liotta, I feel like he was a guy who came in living in reality, but Ronnie pulled him into his reality. So
Yes.
that's why. So he starts kind of acting weird and crazy as well. Even though, again, everything we've seen, he was just a guy doing his job.
His
and
job,
now
yeah,
that
like, he
Ronnie's in
didn't,
his
like,
reality,
he
he's
didn't
like,
live
well,
with,
I'm
like, all the
gonna take him
impunity.
to the bad part of town and drop him off, and also I want to read him getting rejected from the police academy. Like, he's becoming this, like, already an evil person, but becoming a more evil person because of his vicinity of Ronnie.
Yes. Yeah, because you see, like, he's not like he just is a guy doing his job, and now at this point, it's like you've brought this evil into my lap, and I have to like fucking like take pleasure in ruining your life.
And so now, I mean, Ronnie is destroyed. He's again going a little crazy, and he's going through existentialism a little bit, and this is where Michael Pena tells him, "Hey, man."
Before that, they tell
yeah.
him, like, or they give him the Polaroid of the dick.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, or like it's a break in the case. We have a picture at least of his dick, and it's like. Also, I do love this scene. He's like, this is what everybody thinks of me. He just
And he
sticks
licks
the fucking...
it, puts it on his forehead. He's like, "Yep, that's me." But this is where Michael Pena comes in, and he goes, "Hey, man, fuck the world. Just embrace nihilism. Nothing matters, and nothing means anything. Like, you can do anything you want to do, and you want to come along with me." And he goes, "Okay." He's like, "Guide me," and they go on a little crime spree.
I love it. It leads with them doing cocaine.
Yeah, that's where it starts.
Oh yeah.
So between that, this is like one of my favorite montages ever, because it's like honestly, if you ever just decided just to like have fun at work, this is what it feels like. They beat up the skaters. They fucking tase the guy.
They're peeping on girls in the dressing rooms. He keeps shining a laser pointer at girls' tits who are walking.
Which I also one of the things I love about this movie, and something we don't have anymore, is that everybody looks like people. I
agree.
The cast and then also the extras, everybody just looks like people. So it's like, yeah, well, he's like laser pointering girls' tits and asses. Like, it's like they're just like normal people, which kind of adds a level of like that's fucking gross, dude. Leave them alone.
And also, it ends up with one of my favorite lines in the whole movie when he goes, I'm not going to lie to you. There's nothing good about this. And then he's just doing heroin.
Yeah, he's shooting heroin. He's like, I think I love he's stumbling to even like pull his fucking pants back. He's like, we got to get back to work.
Just him going, like, this isn't even a good thing that I'm doing. Like, and he calls
I know I'm leading you on this like Jedi path, but like at the same time, it's like, okay, like, now we're too far.
And he goes, look, man, you're my PIC, my partner in crime. And Ronnie's so excited to have a partner, to have a confidant, a friend he can like rely on, Yeah. And that's when Michael Pena reveals to him that he's the one who's been robbing them all the
There's a great insert whenever they do the dick Polaroid where like you can literally see Michael Pena watching the security footage to see the codes for the safes. It's like
that's
it's
great.
a very
Yeah.
clever little like fucking insert that he's distracted. He's like, oh wait, are we talking about something? You know, like he's watching he's like learning how to break into the mall.
And
So yeah,
and, like
it's the reveal that he's like, yeah, I've been robbing this place fucking left and right since we started. He's like, yeah.
And you know, Ronnie's sense of justice still comes back to him because he is still himself, and he goes, you know, this might be a bridge too far for me. Like, I can't handle this. I need to do something. And Michael Pena just whacks him in the back of the head with a stool.
It was let's just go get a beer. We don't have to do this. You know, it's that when you don't realize
That bargaining, you know, that like,
yeah.
no man, come on, like. Look, let's just go. I'll say it never happened, and we can move on.
Yeah,
He's like, thanks,
honestly,
man, and then hits him with the stool.
I love
Escapes
that.
in the free car.
He hits him with the stool and realizes it doesn't knock him out, and he's like, "Why the fuck did you do that?" And he goes, "Oh shit!" Like, Michael Pena's not even talking to him. He was like, "Oh, that wasn't enough to knock him out," so he hits him again.
Again, it's that kind of blurring of like, is this a real universe? Is this a fictional universe? Like, where is this really happening? You know,
Yeah.
within the realm of existence.
And I love because I love like the prize car like in the mall. Like,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
and
it's
kinda
great.
Like, what? I love that he's like just cycling through the radio and waiting for that "Help Us on the Way" song. Come on, that little like. I've done this on many a Friday night. You're ready to go out, and you're just searching right song, and like that little snap, like there we go.
Oh,
Let's
absolutely.
fucking go.
Also, I love the way that scene is shot. Where I love that it's just like you see the back of his head. He's in the car, and it almost feels kind of handheld a little bit.
I mean, it's
He
mounted.
just
It's
drives
mounted on
into the glass. So fucking cool.
Yeah.
He's used shots like that since then too. I think that's a cool little like a returning trick that he's gone to. I
Yeah.
like that. It's a very cool shot.
It
So,
adds like a sense of realism to it.
Yeah. Like, you're like he's already. That's somebody so comfortable with all his loss that he's like, okay, and what? Like, I don't give a shit. Like just somebody who's like just truly free from all of this. You know, like that we live in and we watch all these characters go through. So we flash forward to like the Ronnie's in like deep shit. He's like that you were not only friends with him, you fucking failed to stop him from stealing the car.
And his boss is chewing him out because, you know, it's like, yeah, all this shit is going on his watch. He's losing control of his kingdom, so to speak.
Yeah.
And he goes to Anna Faris's car, and she's fucking
Yeah, what's that? Like, this
Officer
montage
Harris.
of like I'm going to go undercover at my own job, and they're like,
Oh,
what
yeah.
the- Ronnie, are you fucking retarded?
and he's fully leaning into his delusion, like he's
Yes.
becoming another person entirely, you know. And yeah, he's giving this Travis
He literally
Bickle-esque
he thinks he's
speech.
Batman. He's literally doing
Yeah.
the fucking every Batman
It's
speech.
his manifesto. Ronnie's manifesto is
Yeah.
going on in the background.
And
Like-
yeah, it's him just like, and immediately, I also really think it's funny when he's undercover and immediately he sees Aziz Ansari, and Aziz goes, "Hey, Ronnie, fuck you."
Nice outfit.
Nice hat.
But it's like, yeah, he is going through this Travis Bickle-esque, you know, like voiceover where he's explaining that like he is the only thing to bring justice to this dark world of ours.
I'm the hammer of justice placed in the right hand, and then he sees that Brandy is fucking Detective Harrison, and I love this that. Well, they're fucking. He keeps calling her Mandy,
He
and
calls
she
her
just doesn't
Mandy.
care. She just doesn't care. She's like, "Yeah, keep fucking the shit out of me." And he's still doing his like tough guy speech. Meanwhile, he's in the parking lot just crying, holding his knees, just being just a pitiful fucking mess of a man. And
But then he goes to the makeup counter. He gets pissed.
Yeah.
He sees Brandy, and he goes, "I fucking loved you, you fucking bitch!" And he smashes the glass.
Just immediately.
And you just made me blow my cover. And again, as if he's blaming her for him blowing his cover. The cover no one asked him to go do, by the way.
And this is like not only just like several hours, but like literally the next day, he's just been stewing on the whole like you fucked somebody else, you bitch.
And she probably doesn't even remember going out.
Exactly, yeah. It's like one of those where you're like, yeah, she's just a messy bitch by default, you know. But I also love like when the other security guards, including Jesse Plemons, is like hey, like Mark is like really pissed at you, man. I think you should get out of here.
You should probably get out of here, yeah.
and he refuses, and he goes to work out and be like, no, this is the time to stand my ground. And I love that Harrison brings all the cops over, and he changes back into his mall security uniform because that's who he really is, you know.
That's himself. That is his true identity.
Yeah, and they literally surrounded by 30 cops. He's like, Harrison, I thought we were brothers of the badge.
And what I also like about the scene, because again, this is playing with the fantasy of the situation. I like that he really holds his own against all the cops.
This thing, it's the perfect American. This is the actual perfect, not only American fantasy, but borderline just reality. Of,
none of them use guns. He's able to beat them up with a
flashlight,
like a mag light.
Yeah,
he's just. But again, this is where I'm like, is it real? How real is it? Is he getting his ass? Is he actually getting his ass beat?
Well, because then he has the one-on-one fight with Officer Harrison, and they had this knockdown brawl, whatever. They're punching each other, and then Ronnie gets arrested.
He still gets his licks in. Like Harrison cheats by using the mall kiosk as a blunt object to hit.
Well,
and
I like to.
And
he still gets his licks in
as you're running at him. It's very obviously gonna hit you with it.
Well, I like too that Ronnie gets in his head. He kind of looks like a badass coming out of this. Like he's all bloody in the face and he's getting pulled out. Like you can see it in his mind that he's like, yeah, I'm cool as hell right now. Even though he's going through this weird moment in his life, you can still, he's still indulging in this fantasy.
And it is it's literally I call it a Scorsese shot where Harrison gets the upper hand on him and just lets the other cops wail on Ronnie, and he just walks away fixing the cuffs on his shirt. It's a perfect who he took that from. It's such a Scorsese shot.
Absolutely.
Much like we said about all the taxi driver elements of this movie.
Well, I also like that Jesse Plemons is a homie to Ronnie and helps him out. And
he tries to buy him time.
Yeah. Dudes, yeah.
But yeah, so he gets taken away. It looks like he's back on his pills. Because he has to go to jail. Does his time, takes his time. He's back on his pills. He's seemingly getting healthy, kind of.
Well, so I think this is where he comes back to Nell, right? Where
yes.
she's now her leg is healed. She got her hair done, and it's you see that
we went past the scene where he sees when he's having his little moment, and he goes to Nell, and this is after Patton Oswalt was just giving her.
My favorite scene in the movie, by the way. This is hands down. This is my eye of the duck for this movie. Is he's still doing his dismissive thing with Nell, and she starts breaking down crying. He's like, everybody's so mean to me, and I wish I could quit this job, but I need it because I have hospital bills now. And she's such a real human being.
Talking about American, that's the American fucking thing.
Yeah,
right there.
You hate your fucking job because your boss picks on you because you're like, I'm not stupid, I'm not useless, I'm not crippled. I just my leg is broken,
and I can't quit this job because I have hospital bills.
And I love this is his actual. It's so funny that they dropped the save the cat element for a straight up hour and 20 minutes into the movie. and I love this scene because
still a little too far, maybe.
Well, no, I also straight up hence this might be the pièce de résistance of fuck, I think I am Ronnie Barnhart, dude. This is the thing I fantasize about, which is to just somebody's being straight up bullying somebody and you just go beat their fucking ass over it. So he Patton Oswalt he just moves to the back of he gets into the Cinnabon, goes to like where the ovens where they cook the thing and just keeps trying to shove his head into the oven and going like the.
And he's like slamming his head onto the oven.
Yeah, he's beating his head on the stove. It's so good.
And it ends in this perfect, like pitch perfect line delivery where after he like straightens him out, he goes back up to Nell and he goes, "I was never here." Just
and she just goes, "Yeah, here, thank you."
Yes, thank you for defending me.
But yeah, so now he's back. He's out of prison. He's back on his meds. And he goes to the mall and Nell comes up and she's off her cast. She has her hair done.
She got her hair done for this interaction. She's had a crush on him the whole time.
Yeah.
And again, like I said, it's the perfect American fantasy where like you can never really fail. Like you just think
the
actually
cute girl
always
will still come to you.
The actual sweet, nice girl that has liked you the whole time is going to keep liking you, even though you're like a legitimate psycho.
Yeah, she brought him a coffee, and he's so like attempting to like get out of the whole like I'm not an employee anymore, so it's like I should be the kind of guy who comes in here and he uses his own money to buy the coffee, and like it's like it's so funny like watching him actually process things without ever confronting any of it.
Yeah, and then
or get close to processing it, but not be allowed to.
Well, and that's the thing. When he does start to process it, that's when she leans in and gives him a little kiss, and that gives him that confidence back where he doesn't have to process it anymore.
Exactly.
He's like, wait,
exactly.
no, I am justified in everything that I did now.
And then. One of my favorite climaxes, maybe from any movie.
One of the hardest I ever remember laughing in the theater is they do the nice needle drop of a different version of "Where's My Mind" by the Pixies, and it's him the flasher running, dick out.
So he pulls his dick out in front of after their kiss. He pulls his dick out in front of Ronnie and Nell, and. She kind of gives him the look of like that you got to do what you got to do, and he's like he knows like this is the only thing holding him back is like once the flasher came that was his downfall, so he has to correct it. He chases him down, and then again I love the pettiness of Saddam like being like fuck you Ronnie and just running up and being like even though I'm in the middle of chasing this guy down I'm gonna knock your teeth out.
Just gives him a nice punch in the mouth. He's running, he's trying to catch him, and then he trips and falls. So the flasher thinks, okay, I can get out of here. But Ronnie, knowing the mall, knows he can go through the door and he can catch him on the other side. And that's when...
But he also knows, and again, goes to show Ronnie actually kind of look-y good at his job because he knows where's he going to go to Brandy. And even the streaker sees Brandy and goes like, yes, my final target. Like he's going to attack her again.
And that's when the music stops. He pulls out a gun and then just shoots.
I gotta say, like... It hits me every time. Like, I understand diminishing returns, not with this movie. Every time I see that climax that he's slow-mo running to Brandy and then Ronnie just comes out, pulls out a gun, and shoots him in
And they play
in a
the
very
shooting so
scene.
realistic.
Like it just gets real really fast.
Yeah.
And you see so much fucking blood on the floor.
Yeah,
but then
he
this is
shot
when
him through his chest.
But then this is
dead.
also where they get you back into Ronnie's fantasy because his boss comes
That's
up
what
and
I'm
goes,
saying.
"Oh
Yeah,
God,
so
I fucking hope he's not
one
dead."
of
And
my
he
favorite
goes,
shots is that like he shot him and then he just puts the gun to his side and it's an insert, but it's so like it's such a like, hey, welcome back to reality. Like the song slow mo montage is over. He did that. Like the boss is like it's this like tragic like, what have you done? You've killed a man. And then
Here's the thing. I don't actually know if they're back in reality because this is where it gets. This is the weirdest thing to end. He like slips in blood, and the first thing he does is like, "No, I'm taking him in." I'm like, that dude is dead. Dude.
So even
Shot him
before
in
that,
the
like he
chest.
twitches and like coughs up blood, and you're like, oh, he's not dead. I
he's
guess
all
everything's
right.
all right.
Yeah. And then he instead of being like, he's like, I'll call the paramedics. He's like, no, I'm taking him in. And he looks at him,
Hold
and
my
gives him his
peace.
badge back or whatever.
He
And I'm
throws
like,
the keys to him and he catches
keys, that's what it
it.
was.
It's
And then he
that
gets-
perfect like 80s Breakfast Club style like
Yeah,
thing like that.
he tells off Brandy. He says, "Brandy, I fucking loved you. Fuck you." You
Yeah,
bitch."
if you ever want a girl who'll fall in love with you and then fuck your enemy, that's the girl you talk to.
And he goes off and he drives him to the police station
In the golf
gives
cart.
him in the golf cart. Also, again, this is where it's like you're playing with the reality and fiction of it. And when he's telling off Officer Harrison, and even Harrison is kind of like, "Damn, Ronnie, you did a good job." You can see it where he's like, he gives him the nod of approval.
Well, no, but also not at the same time. It's like, well, congratulations, Ronnie, you caught a pervert. Like, you did 1% of my job. Great.
But then
that's
his
right.
friend goes, "Good job, Ronnie."
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that the guy's like kind of on Ronnie's side more than anybody else, and he goes like that.
Yeah.
So I need everybody to know that Ronnie Barhart, mall security, caught the pervert, and fuck you, and like all the other cops, and fuck all of you.
When he points to that guy, he said, "Fuck you," and that guy's like, "Me?" He just looks down. He's like, he's real offended that he's like, it's like the scene from Waiting. He's like, "What the fuck me? What did I do?"
And then that's when he's given his final interview. We're back. The lady is who interviewed him beginning about the flasher is now interviewing again because he caught the flasher. So now he's back with his team. And yeah, Hunter, you brought it up. They seem to be able to carry guns now at this mall.
They can carry that's why I think, to me, it's just that this is where it gets as absurd as the movie gets, because it's like they're carrying guns. They carry guns in the mall too, because when they arrest the flasher, they've got like guns on them. The Yun twins.
That's
have
right.
them. And like his girlfriend's there and everything's perfect.
Well, so
It's
like-
crazy.
Oh yeah, no, that's my favorite line. Is like so everything's gone back to normal. It's like, honestly, better than normal. Like, I'm dating her. She's made a promise to God not to lose her virginity. I think I'm gonna make her break that promise.
I intend on making her break that, I think is the way he said. But also, I was saying to Hunter before we start recording, I'm like, I feel like, yeah, this is the Taxi Driver ending, but exaggerated for the comedic effect.
Well,
because
seriously exaggerated, yeah.
Yeah, because the famous ending of Taxi Driver is that, he shoots all the pimps.
kinda ends up being a
Spoiler
hero.
alert for those who haven't seen Taxi Driver. He shoots all the pimps, saves Jodie Foster, and he's in the hospital recovering, and he gets all this support from their parents and says, "Hey, you're a hero in our books." And so there was always a debate on, is Travis Bickle, is this real or is this in his mind? And with this movie, they went, no, what if this is fully in his mind? Like, he really did just lose it,
Yeah.
Because I like to imagine in reality, Ronnie is out there just going on a shooting spree at the mall. Like,
It's possible,
that is what.
but also he's technically back on his meds at this point, so maybe it's all just real and this is just heightened reality, man. This is just the absurdist.
No, I think this is
satire.
like the point that Jody Hill makes with everything is that like this like American Protestant, truly like no, it's the Protestant is like that everything always works out, and I feel like I've been like told that my whole life, where like this whole like everything works out. It is just this like mentality that is ingrained in us, and it's like a part of our culture, and it's like it doesn't matter how like fucking stupid, mentally ill, like misguided, susceptible to propaganda you are. Like everything just works out, and it's like it's a scathing critique on it while at the same time being like this is. I want to describe this movie as like this feels like it's like American Michael Haneke. You know,
absolutely.
Yeah,
that's a great description. Yes,
I've always felt that like when I watch all of his stuff, even like all the Eastbound and Down stuff, like
it's very funny.
You're fucking
games.
out, I'm fucking in. It's the like this is the preeminent like American mentality on everything. And like, is it good? Absolutely fucking not. If you have an ounce of self-awareness, but
a lot of people in America do not have self-awareness.
Yeah, that's
not only that, they do. We did actually perpetuate a system that lets them behave and act and be this level of stupid and insane in harmony. You know, like,
and we build communities where they're allowed to do that and live the way they want to live.
Yes.
And we reward them for it.
Just pure psychosis constantly. And it's like, you wonder how we get to where we are now. And it's like, yeah, we did, again, nothing predicted anything. Just no problem has ever been solved since 1945, dude.
No, it's funny talking about American Michael Haneke. I'm like, yeah, this is very funny games.
Yes. Because I think that's where people got mad because that they're like kind of being like I don't like that he kind of gets away with it. I'm like, yes, you do. Like you know what I mean? The same thing. Where I'm like, the only reason people like Breaking Bad is that he dies at the end. You know, like I think a lot of people would have had like a better struggle with it if he like lived and like, yeah, this is America. Everything's terrible that puts you in this situation. But you like got away with it too.
Live, but maybe he ends up becoming like the CEO of Pfizer or something. You know?
Yes, It's I don't mean to like necessarily like I don't want people to think that I'm being like anti-Christian or whatever. But I'm like, there is a like Protestant mentality of the whole like if you can always find salvation, that like all it takes is just changing the perspective on the absolute fucking dog shit you do with your life and turning it into the whole like, oh, it was for a greater good at the end.
We're definitely seeing that now.
This is not. This is actually like not Catholic cinema on Turn Off the Century.
Yeah, this is actually the least Catholic movie we've done.
This is pure Protestant cinema.
Yeah, there is no punishment. You can get away with anything, baby.
There is no hell. There's no inner battle between heaven and hell. Everything is heaven, and as long as you accept the Lord into your heart, you're going to heaven, man. Doesn't matter what you say, what you do.
Like that.
It doesn't matter.
And it's that like without the actual like death and downfall part of it of the like salvation. It's the we've just incorporated it into every aspect of how we live and like our attitudes on everything and our even though like I think Ronnie Barnhart is such a fantastic character. He just embodies everything, you know, like and what you hate and what you love, you know, about all.
And giving credit to Seth Rogan, I think he does an amazing fucking job here, and I wish he would have played more serious roles, actually, because he actually does fucking awesome here.
I honestly, I think this is probably why he doesn't, just because the movie didn't do very well. Even though, I think they outwardly were like, "What? We don't care that there's another mall cop movie," but I know Seth Rogen in interviews was pissed about it. He did not think that was cool, and I mean, they were the deep impact to Paul Blart's Armageddon. Yeah. There are podcasts that just all they do is once a year rewatch Paul Blart, and no one's doing that for Observe and Report. So, you know.
Which is a bummer. I think more people should watch Observe and Report. I think this movie deserves to become like one of the cult classics of 2000 cinema.
It's just so indicative of such a box office. The bigger thing that we are all about, and like. Is it like we used to make dumb comedies for no reason, but it's like I feel like it's like I said, there's a level of like scathing critique that's going on in this movie that I'm like,
this is
you
real
either
satire.
See it or you don't. Yeah,
this is real satire.
The closest thing I could say to this movie in recent times is probably Eddington.
Eddington is very
how it makes me feel.
Yes,
yeah, and that one's a bit more like outright too.
Yes, but its description of the American way and how we live as Americans, I think. Yeah, Eddington is very much the 2020. What year did that fucking movie come out?
Last year, 2025.
Yeah. Was it 2025? Yeah,
it
was the 2025 version.
Took place in 2020, but yeah.
Yeah. A great movie. I always liked this movie, even when I saw it originally. This was a movie that I did champion a lot to people, and I'm glad we got to revisit it because it is my sense of humor.
Yeah. I honestly, I was before we started, me and Robbie were talking, and I wasn't sure. It felt a little World's Greatest Dad as far as how I felt about it, but the more we talked about it, the more I realized I like this movie, whereas I probably didn't actually like World's Greatest Dad.
Sure. Yes.
I don't know if I would revisit this one very often, but it was really good. I really enjoyed it. I mean,
I think it's hard too when you watch a movie, especially when it's a comedy. When it's holding up a mirror so accurately, it is sometimes very hard to understand the satire coming from it, because it is so accurate and it feels so real. That makes it uncomfortable, and then you don't want to deal with the uncomfortableness. But I think that's
I
also
definitely
the
felt
point
the
movie
satire.
makes.
It's just
I'm not saying you didn't feel the satire, but I think the satire was almost too on point at times.
Yeah, it's uncomfortable.
It's that mean
it's one of those
spirited,
things where it's like, I'm glad I watched it. It's not a fun watch though. It's
oh
just
really?
not
I
gonna be
think this
one where I'm
movie's like hilariously.
Yeah,
fun.
I think it's hilarious. I think it's very fun watch.
It's very funny. No, it's definitely funny. But like as I was watching it, I was like, it's just so dark. I don't know.
Definitely.
It's a good movie though. I really do like it.
But yeah, that was Observe and Report, and again, really liked it. I'm glad we talked about this one. Thank you, Sauce, for suggesting this one.
No, I love this movie, and I mean, like, I just like I didn't even know how to even like approach it, because I'm like, how do you even pitch this if you're not in on the joke,
Yeah. I hope this podcast inspires someone else to watch it and kind of look at it from the lens that we looked at it from. I want people to.
Yeah, it was
not
like too
from
early.
this time
It was almost like too early.
I think you're right. I think it was too early for this movie to come out.
Yeah,
So.
because this has a similar meanness and darkness that his later work had. Jody Hill's later work had, and that stuff has gone over like crazy. Pretty much ever since Eastbound and Down, people I think understand this type of humor more, especially the holding up a mirror to those types of people, like that class of human.
Yeah,
and
the class of human. You mean your neighbors?
I mean, true.
Yeah,
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
The suburbs.
It's true. I mean,
yeah,
but like that stuff has gone over a lot better since then. I think it's kind of like when we talked about Bad Santa. No one had seen a movie like Bad Santa when Bad Santa came out, and it was like, this is crazy. This movie sucks because it's mean. And then people are like, oh wait, this type of movie can be mean. And then this comes out. It's like, okay, well, this is so dark and it's holding up a mirror to society. And then he does more stuff and it's like, okay, wait a minute. That's just how this works. And that's how this humor works. And I think if you revisit it now, I think you'll appreciate it more. However, I will say if you're from a generation that like not our generation, if you're younger than us, you might have to put yourself in a different mindset. Because there are people like that, but it's a little bit different in that mall culture, I think, to some degree. A lot of it's tied to the malls.
I think again, if you look at the mall as you do, if you look at it like a kingdom or a suburban neighborhood, or just anywhere where people can kind of create their own reality, I think that's the way to look at it.
Yes, I 100% agree. Speaking of creating our own reality, we haven't decided the next movie yet.
We have not.
I want to do a thing real quick. We're going to end on this note. I'm going to throw one out, and you guys say either agree. Like we're gonna unlike America, we're gonna be.
Oh, this could be a fun way of doing this. We just rotate someone throwing one out.
Like I'll throw one out. If you guys shoot it down, then someone else gets a turn. But I think next movie, Ridley Scott's Kingdom of Heaven.
Be without fear in the face of your enemies.
Defend the people. An oath to his father made him a crusader.
We defend all!
An invincible enemy.
He has 200,000 men.
Made him a leader.
To take this city will be the end of you.
From the Crusades 1,000 years ago comes a story that lives today. Ridley Scott's Kingdom of Heaven.
Ooh, that's a really interesting one.
I'm down for that. That's a fun one. I like.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah,
I'm talking director's cut. I'm talking director's cut. No,
the long one.
I mean, I'm talking whatever one's coming out on Tubi. I'm good with that.
I did. Hey, Hunter, you'll be happy to hear. I watched Twilight of the Warriors. Well done.
Yeah.
And you know how I watched it? I watched it tubed up.
You're welcome to the club, bud. Robbie,
yeah, I get it, but also it's the thing. Like my ADD is so bad that I did really like want to go for my phone a couple of times. And you know what gave me that motivation? Ad breaks. I ripped my headphones off my head. I threw them across the room, and I went and checked my phone. And I was like,
speaking of being tubed up, I'm taking my pants off right now, and I'm thinking
Whoa.
about running through the damn mall. Are you
No!
guys with me or not?
We got it. No.
Here I
No,
go.
I'm going to shoot
Turn
him in the
off
chest.
podcast,
Guys,
you
shut up. I'm going
fucking
to shoot him in the
idiots.
chest. I'm going to shoot him in the fucking chest.
No!